enjoying the show, baby?
Yes, I do. I guess you like this honey, huh?
That's some good honey, baby. That's not the honey I want. I want this honey. Oh, yeah, baby. See, bet you can't compete with this.
Here you go. Where are you going?
Where am I going? Oh, sorry. I was gonna go and close the door.
Well, welcome to Musician Loves Honey, and
how you doing, y'all?
This is January 8th. It's the second segment or episode of the year.
That is correct.
And
there
I need to put up my thing because I look like Anastasia.
You look like Anastasia?
Yes.
You, Mars. Well, you've been having too much tequila. You've been having a lot
You know
of
what?
tequila.
I never had. Right.
But you know what? Hey,
who has a lot of tequila?
You have a lot of tequila. But I will say this. At the last time we were hanging out, you did have me. You did convince me that tequila can be good. It was a pineapple flavored tequila.
Yeah.
And it was.
And
delicious.
he loves it.
I love that tequila. I will not drink tequila outside of that particular type.
You know what? I digress.
She picked up my word, baby. I picked up tequila. She picked up I digress. Very nice. All right, so welcome to Musician Loves Honey, y'all. Of course, this is your boy Kevon Maria,
and this is Maria, the musician and the honey.
That of course is crazy because as delusional as the Anastasia thing, you're delusional with that.
Darling.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Slow down.
Oh, really? Okay.
Knock it down.
Really? Oh, no,
right,
now you want to get going.
Anyways, this is the Musician Loves Honey, and I am the musician and
you
the
are
honey.
Delusional. You're
and
delusional.
I am not a delusional.
You gotta be,
the
honey.
only delusional, he is Nosey at Gizzy and Frenemy. So I know he is the delusional. Hold on.
Easy. Now look. Now easy geezy. Hey, I could do that. Easy geezy. Now first off, Dumsy is a very talented, very committed guy who just wants his snacks while he works. That's all he's on, okay? He just wants to nibble while he does the dibble. That's what he's on to. That's number one. Number two, how are you going to say that you are not delusional when you say you're a musician? Every time I call you on it, you try to hide behind a corner and a rock somewhere.
Because you never let me sing.
I do. I say, well, how about this opportunity? And then you say, oh, let's do to the next segment or the next break. Or let me ask about something else.
I don't do
That's
that.
not musicianship. That's delusionship.
I don't do that.
You do that every time.
See,
and on top of that,
this is what I am talking about.
And then on top of that, you do the Anastasia thing.
Can I talk?
Why?
I don't know. I have to talk sometimes.
You do. You talk to yourself because you're delusional.
I'm not delusional, darling. But anyways, guys, this week has been, last week, it has been a really good show. I love the year recap of our shows.
Yes, that was a fun one.
We found a few artists today.
Yes, we did. We have some lovely artists and some very people that are in the business doing great stuff. We look forward to that. Also, we finally got the bet locked in, y'all, with the our skating bet.
What was that?
We got the skating bet.
I don't know what he's talking about, but anyways, on our second, third, and fourth show, segment.
She's trying to hide it, but she got the footage. It's in here. We're going to show it. And yes, I'm smiling, but that doesn't mean I won anything. But it does mean that I am happy with the results, okay?
What the heck?
I'm just
see, this is the thing.
Okay.
This is the thing.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Let's just go ahead and take a look on this.
All right. Well, let's get it.
Do I have it?
You should have it. I know you go put all the stuff. You was mad about it.
All
right. Maria, where's he going?
We're going to get our
Where's he going?
Yes. We're going to get our
He's going down.
Okay.
He is going down.
I don't know how I'm going to go down with you. Start. You got a good reason, because I am too. I don't want to crash it either. Yes, exactly that. Nor myself. Yeah. Yep, man. Hey, I'm scared, but I'm dictating you got to do this. You got to kind of figure it out. So, this is the carpet.
No, I should have done it. Wait.
I'm not going to try anything weird. Help me get up. Come on. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to let you go.
Go, Maria. Go.
Oh yeah, you want to be slick, huh? Try to be set. Hey, I'm not trying to knock you. I'm trying to push you. Like I said.
Oh, you have to go on your own.
Oh, really? Okay. Hey, I'm not seeing it. Yes. I know that. Come on. This is the person who said, hey, you know what? This one's the one who chair dances because they can't dance.
You see us arguing like an old married couple, right? Which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very interesting. It was fun. We had a great experience. Obviously, I'm not gonna, say how it ended, but I'm smiling for good reason.
But anyways, yeah. See, the thing is, he is trying to cheat. He told me that I am the
get
cheater,
out of here with
and
that.
he is trying.
No.
He is trying to cheat. He's trying to grab me so that I fall.
What? No. Why would I do that? I already said that we couldn't do that to each other. I didn't do that. You were just scared because you were, about the whole situation. And so, you were just trying to put some extra on it because you hate to lose. And that's fine.
Of course.
I get that.
I never lose. But you know what?
Listen, I don't know about that.
Let's see the real face off.
Let's get it. Come on. I already know what happened. Isn't there looking like old people with psoriasis? Like we got our knees taken out. See, I didn't fall. You saw that?
You almost fall 5 times.
I know, but I didn't. 0 times. I fell 0 times. I almost fell. True, but almost fell.
We're getting it all on tape, so we know what's gonna. We got proof. We have absolute proof. Whoever fell first, we have it.
Look down, Daniel.
It's Maria.
Like you don't cheat. Okay,
oh, is that right?
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't
right?
cheat, but he cheats a lot.
You know what? I don't believe that. Why? Because this is the person when I said let's do a dance off, let's do a chair dance off.
Okay, well
that was your way of cheating.
Well, let us actually clarify what Lucky is back. Hi.
Hey,
but anyways, this is what we're doing. We do a contest between Kevon and I because he thought that he is more fabulous than I do,
and I am.
He thought, no, you're not.
I am.
No. Tell me what's so fabulous have you done so far in the past 3 months with me?
In the past 3 months?
Yes.
Nothing.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
You know
exactly.
What? No.
I can
think of a few things.
You cannot even answer.
You know what? Hold up. Now, I could say, 1, we have viewership. I've done that. 2,
Ooh.
I've given you some swag. Because now you got some of those urban languages that you had because before.
I don't like those.
But you know what? You can't be too Anglo-Saxon in your talk.
What is Anglo-Saxon, by the way?
White people.
See, this is the thing. He is black and I am white.
That's true. See, her son just popped in to give his approval on that statement. It was just like, yes, Mom. You're great, but you know what? I'm just saying, right? You're white pineapple. That's what it is.
But anyways, this is the thing. This is the thing. We do a competition all the time. Not all the time, but whenever we have a chance.
That's correct.
The first contest that we had, I won.
True.
It
was a chair dance off.
And you know what? This is not even us doing the being the judge. It's the
Right.
audience who made the audience as a judge,
That's correct.
everybody voted for me because
Now
I'm
I
amazing.
have to say,
I'm fabulous.
no. What happened was
See,
because you have 1,000 relatives.
You know what? Let's go to the victory.
Go
Who
ahead.
won?
Yeah, we'll see it. Let's go. Come on. I know who won this one, and it wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
Okay, go ahead. Come on. Go ahead.
Check this out. We were right over here. She lost her balance.
Right over there.
Fell one time.
One time.
And called it then and there.
Ow.
She,
What? Down for the count.
down for the count. She folded like a lawn chair in summer, y'all. Victory.
We almost got
Victory.
it.
Victory. Victory. That's right. I pulled it out. It was a hard-fought win.
She's a true fall.
She's a true competitor.
She had a little fall.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm stating well. I am best performer against you because you.
I don't know how if you lose this time. How can you be the best competitor if you lost?
did your best.
You'll be all right. Here, let me get some Get you. You lost, sucker. She's a great competitor, but I knew in my heart I could knock it out. I kept my balance. I wobbled, I weebled and wobbled, but didn't fall down. And then she finally got the weeble wobble and fell on her bony butt. Victory! That's right. I did that.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, you know what? But you know what? That's what happens when you play with your boy. That's what happens when you play with your boy. That's how I get down. That's right. Take that L. What you smell? Because I'm the shit. Hey!
See, that's called straight hateration
you know,
right
I know
That-
my viewers, I know my lovers out there
Oh,
that
boy.
I lost. You know,
Hateration.
this is the thing. They actually missed the part when I fell.
Yes.
But you know, let me clarify this contest. As you saw on the second video,
Right.
he was like a grandpa trying to get through to that roller skate while I'm trying to work my way how to go faster.
Excuses.
So anyways, when I went faster, that's the time I fall. He didn't fall because you know what? He is so freaking slow. Like, oh my God, I'm just gonna do this one by one. Like,
that's right.
Crazy. Like while I'm doing the real deal here,
But
where
see,
I'm roller
this is
skating.
the thing. The thing is this. The key was the person who was supposed to fall the most out of 5, right? So I made sure that I was working my hardest to not fall. You tried to be cute.
That is the way you cheat.
No, that is the way that you know the rules and play within it. Unlike you, who try to play Victoria's Secret and end up being Victoria's Secret on your bum. You know, now granted, you're adorable and all, but you lost. And that's what it is.
You know what?
So just take this L like a grown
although
woman.
I'm lost, I did perform well.
No.
Better than you.
No, I mean, granted, you're a great competitor. I'll give you that. But you know what? In this instance, in this particular situation, I got
I'm really suspicious about this contest because I think he is from New York. I know he does a lot of roller skating. That's why he's really good on this one.
No.
He just like
you saw the footage.
Pretend.
I look like a 60-year-old trying to move.
It's really easy to pretend. You know what I mean? And you did a good pretentious act on that roller rink.
You would know that being such a Grinch.
No, I'm not good. But anyways, yeah, that's the contest. We should be actually playing this on the 4th segment, but because we have amazing guests today.
Yes, we have a lot. We have a lot of people.
So I think we are forgetting something about our contest.
And what is that? What, the punishment?
Yeah.
Well, listen, you were very kind to me with the punishment with the last contest.
You know what, honey? I did already had my punishment.
Oh, you already had your punishment?
Yes.
No.
No, there is already like I think more than 2 punishments. Do you want me name them all?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Name them.
Okay, my first punishment, I got a bruise. I still have a bruise in my hand.
Yeah.
That's the first punishment.
Okay.
When we did the first contest, you never been punished on the contest day.
Oh, excuse me. Did I not wear your bra? Did I not wear your bikini top?
No,
as a thing?
that was after the contest. This
That
one
was,
we're
that
in the
was.
contest, and I got punished right
no,
away. So
no,
I got a bruise.
No.
I almost
Time
break
out.
my. I
Time
almost
out.
break, and then second. Let
Time
me
out.
take-
Go
sec-
ahead. Go ahead.
Second
Go ahead.
one is
Uh-huh.
I fell down in my bony butt.
That was the contest in the first place.
That is the part. That's also a punishment.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
You want me go?
Okay.
You want me go on?
Keep
on the
going.
third-
Keep going.
Are you sure?
I like the delusions of grandeur that you continue to have, thinking that there's ways that you can get out of this. But please keep going.
WTFO.
That's all right. So what we're going to do, I will figure out a punishment, the proper
let
one.
let me see the other
All right,
punishment.
versus-
The other punishment is I got being
Humiliated?
humiliated by this man in the.
Oh, the pot calling the kettle black indeed with that one. But go
And
ahead.
then the fourth one, do you want me go on? On that day,
I'll give you one more.
He punished me. You really want me to say it?
Go for it.
Are you sure?
What? What else?
Well, I got punished on that night too. You want me to say it?
What? What are you talking about?
Just kidding.
Mm-hmm. She get punished. She's so complaining. You know what? I'm gonna give her a proper punishment. Now I'm gonna be nice about it because she was nice to me about the punishment.
What's it? Which is?
Well, you had me I wasn't have to be naked. I just had like the bra top on under
So
my
you want
clothes.
me naked?
No, I don't. Well, my point is, I'm going to be kind to you because you were kind to me.
You know, in fairness, let me tell you something.
What's that?
You were kind, huh? Not really. In real life, he's not.
So hostile. Such hostility here.
He helped me get up from my chair to go skating.
Yes, I
But
did.
that's
You
only-
saw that. They saw that.
That is a front act, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
He is not really
Hashtag shade.
He's not that gentleman in real life.
Oh,
so
really?
anyways,
You know what? This is why she's a Grinch, because all she wants it is her way, and I dig it. But you know, it's
You
not
like my
always that
clothes?
way. I do like your clothes.
you
Now,
like my hair?
see, this is her way of saying I'm right. All right. So let's cement that, and then yes, I like both. May I ask what you got your dress from?
My dress from is this small boutique back in Hawaii.
Really? What's the name of it if you remember?
I don't even remember.
Oh, that's
But
too
yeah,
bad. But it's a lovely dress.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh no, hold on. I forgot. This was actually styled. The material is
course.
mine. I bought it originally, and then it's styled by B. Bettina. Hi, Bettina.
Hey,
Thank you
Bettina.
so much. It's beautiful. And in the future weeks, she's gonna be designing and styling a lot of clothing. So please follow her page, B. Bettina. She does a lot of clothing.
Right.
Clothing stores here in Vegas, and watch out because she's gonna come to you.
Well, let's see about that. So, with that said, with my victory solely secured, now that we've had the world see it.
What
and
victory?
You saw what the victory was. See, this is what you call hashtag sore loser. That's all right.
Shut
it's
up.
all good.
What's
But
that?
and my punishment will be kind because you were kind to me. That is what I will do because I think that is
When
all
is
things
that?
equal.
I'm already punished. Come on.
No, get out of here. Get out of here.
You
You-
already punished me.
Really? You know what? Well,
You
this.
already punished me.
Well, you know what? There's always
You
room.
already punished
There's
me.
always room for more punishment, honey. All right, here. I'm sorry. I am sorry about your wrist, though. Get out of here, loser. All right. Now, look, we have a whole lot of show to do, so let's go ahead and get these bills out the way so we can get our guests up here so we can show them off and do great stuff. This is Musician Loves Honey right
And
here on
this is
social
Maria,
media.
the musician and the
And
honey.
this is the delusional person who lost, Kevon Tyree, real musician. Lady here, Delicious Spam,
What?
also known as Maria, aka the Delusional Grinch.
Download his songs at KevonTyree.com.
Please do that. And with that said, we're going to take a break and get our guests up here so we can go ahead with that. We'll be right back after we pay these bills.
Social media shows.
It's about
Branding, opportunity.
and outreach,
We are an entertainment company that empowers others.
by promoting and supporting our community.
and everyone who reaches our content.
Here on social media shows.
Here we're a family.
We are family. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, sing. social media shows
is about
branding, opportunity,
and outreach.
We are an entertainment company that empowers others
by promoting and supporting our community
and everyone who reaches our content.
Here on social media shows,
here we're a family.
We are family. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, sing. We are family.
We are family.
We are family. We are family.
We are family.
We are family, and we want you to be part of our social media shows family.
Thank you, man. Now look. Now easy geese.
Welcome back to Musician Loves Honey, and I have some few musicians love out here, including myself.
Lies. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen.
Come forward a little bit.
Well, you know, I'll let you get your shine and your outfit and all the good stuff right there. All right. Of course, we still have our lovely guests. See, don't hurt yourself, honey. See, that type of stuff. Have our man Jeff right here hanging out. And we're blessed and honored to have this lady do one of her songs that she plays with her band out there in Reno. This is, and the song is called Cowboy Side of You. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Patrice Luciano.
Showed up, shined up, blew me away like a cloud does. Triple back on that 454. Never seen you, not since I knew. I go anywhere you want me to, into the wild blue. Never felt like that before. You roll in the dark, like a Sunday ski, just on my heart. Saddle up, that shovel, kicked in the gear, dropping my L, still rolling to the trail end, like John Wick would do. I love that cowboy side of you, yeah. Love that cowboy side of you. Midnight headlights you, yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you, guys. All right, thank
Beautiful.
you so much. That's amazing. Oh my God, I love it.
Right, very nice.
Over here.
Well, hold on. I'm doing the thing. Obviously, we're live right here.
Yes, and he's actually doing a live on his Instagram.
No, it's Facebook, but it's all right. Yep, I'm on Facebook.
Well,
I gotta make sure to do it simultaneously, but I'll figure
hey,
that
Jeff,
out.
come over here.
Right, come on over here, Jeff.
All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for gracing our show. They're not gonna see you out there, sweetheart.
Oh, they're not gonna see me out there? That's sad.
Because now musician hates honey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that how it is?
Well, where they can find you?
So I'm on Instagram under Patrice Luciano Music. Also, my band is Southern Cut Music on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh,
that's right.
Southern Cut Band and Patrice Luciano Music.
Go ahead and shout out your song that made on the top 40.
Yeah, so I just released a new song on Reverb Nation. If you get a chance, go to reverbnation.com under Patrice Luciano. And my new song is named Guess. Actually, while we were sitting here, we are top 40 in the world right now.
Woo! Congrats.
Yeah, we just raised 35 global and we're 32 national.
And where they can download that song?
Yeah, you can go to Reverb Nation and you guys can download it there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So we got iTunes too, and yeah, check us out.
All right.
Music. And we're really excited. We just opened up for Colt Ford 2 weeks ago, and we're doing stuff. So yeah, we're really excited.
And of course,
do you have any play that's coming up in?
Right. Please let us know your sites and your music, my friend.
We are on Facebook, Fleeting Shadows. We're on Instagram, Fleeting Shadows Band. And we are looking for a bass player and a guitarist right now. If you want to come join a veteran band, we prefer a veteran, and we do got gigs coming up and scheduled, so we're trying to get rolling. We got 12 days to get this done for the beauty bar,
man. So sometimes it's got to be like that, baby.
It's crunch time. My band, Fleeting Shadows, we're on Facebook as Fleeting Shadows. We're also on Instagram as Fleeting Shadows Band. We are an all-veteran band. I am currently looking for a guitarist and a bass player because we do have a gig coming up at the beauty bar. So if anyone wants to come out and play with us, hit us up at Fleeting Shadows on Facebook or Fleeting Shadows Band on Instagram.
All right.
All right. By the way, guys, I know that the sound actually went off earlier, but don't worry. On the YouTube video, there's gonna be sound. We're gonna be using your videos.
Well, I'm sure you will. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Then get that mic if you can.
It's already out.
That mic's on?
No, our sound. We have like 4 different.
4 different mics.
So I got the other one that's working right now.
All right. So which other one is it? This one or the other one?
That one, the camera right there is working. Don't worry.
No, I'm asking for a reason.
Why?
Just.
No, it's not gonna happen, honey.
Okay, all right. Well, this is what I like to do, right? I like to get this little jam session going on right here before.
Oh, okay. Can we go on a break really quick?
Yes, let's do a break real quick, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do a quick jam session before we get out of here. All right?
All right.
See, that's what I meant because it's gonna.
Right.
I need to.
The technicalities of going live sometimes is interesting.
Social media, y'all.
That's how it goes. All right. But you caught
the community and everyone who reaches our content.
Here on social media, family.
We are family.
We are family. We are family.
We are family.
We are family, and we want you to be part of our social media shows family.
All right, this is Musician Loves Honey, y'all, and we are on the last part of the show. But before we do that, I want to make sure I thank everyone who came out and checked us out. All right, thank you, sir. And please tell the gentleman's name again, Peter. What?
James Presley.
Yeah, James Presley. Thank you for coming out.
James Presley.
Presley, I did say that. Yeah, James Presley. Thank you.
James.
I said James. All right, I don't have the English issue you have. I said James 3 times. All right, thank you for that. See, you're trying to give me the finger. See, save it for after the show, babe. All right, so anyway, thank you, of course, to this lovely man right here, Jeff. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate that. Thank you, Patrice. She came out all the way from Sparks.
Reno.
Right, appreciate that. Well, Sparks is a side part of Reno.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so same thing.
Thank you.
Right. So with that said, we're going to do a little jam session on our way out of here. And we're going to go ahead and let's figure out what we're going to do first. So what line are we thinking about to riff off of, ladies and gent? So anything
You're up. You're the creative mind.
I'm the creative mind. Oh, okay.
I'll give you 4 chords.
All right. How about this? Why don't we keep it we can kind of keep it country a little bit, can't we?
Yes, please. I want
can
country.
Can we keep it a little country?
Yes.
Right, because you said what the cowboy side of you. All right, so why don't we do something like with the cowgirl side of you?
Let's do it.
Why don't we try that? Just to make it simple. You think you can go with that?
I can go with whatever.
All right, well, let's see what's up then.
There you go.
All right,
Let me
so
go get this one.
thank you very much. All right, so let's go ahead and start it. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go, guys.
The way you drink that drink makes me think of all the years. You make me smile, yeah. Your double shot of whiskey gets me tipsy. Your designer jeans makes me scream and say, oh. What you do, I like that cowgirl side of you, yeah. The things you do, oh yeah, make me want the cowgirl side of you, yeah. All right. I got one here. Those days you wear those short jeans makes me sing when you walk past me with a smile. The way you flip your hair makes me stare. It makes me go, she's the one to be, yeah. What you do, make me want the cowgirl side of you. Yeah. All right, so how should we do this then? She's like, I'm done.
He's done.
She's done. I could have kept going. She's like, I'm done. I'm done. How am I fired? Oh, wait. Do me a favor. Will you play that chords a few more times?
Shut up. All right,
wait.
guys,
No. Let the musician. Let the musician work.
Next week. Ladies and gentlemen. No.
Come on. Do a little bit.
Stop.
What? You said you're a musician. Come on.
I I still mad at you, remember? So next week
Be
we're gonna
mad and hit a note.
our topic next week
Be mad and
is
hit a note.
Shut up. What is our topic next week?
Our topic is something about sex.
Let's talk about sex,
Yes.
our partner.
Right, and different ways of saying it. So,
Yes.
Right.
He is good on this one. I told him not to do it because, you know, I don't know what to do with that.
She knows what to do with it. She's just scared because she's a Grinch.
No, I'm not. But anyway, see you guys again next week with different artists and musicians.
Yes.
And you have the name now?
Yes, we do. We have Styx Taylor, who is a drummer and producer. He'll be here. He's a local artist. And, of course, Bridget Kinsey, who does a lot of the back-end deals and stuff. She's a promoter, and she's a manager, and she deals with a lot of acts. She has an act that she's promoting right now, I believe, called Art and the Resistance, and we'll have her on the show. Both of them are good friends of mine, so we look forward to having them with us. So,
yes.
Until next time, right?
Yes, until next time. See you guys again next week. Thank you so much for... Oh, before you say that, go ahead and where they can find us.
Right, you can catch us. I was about to do that too. We're on Instagram, social media live shows. We're of course on LinkedIn. We're on YouTube. We're right here on Facebook. Hit us a like, comment, share, say all the crazy stuff you want to say. And of course we're on Twitter if I haven't said that already. If you catch us anywhere, thank you for reminding me. If you catch us anywhere, if you want to catch us real live, right there, it's 6 p.m. when we start in New York, and it is noontime in Hawaii. So make sure you catch any of our times where it's sit live. That way your time zone can match ours. But if you don't catch us, don't worry about that, because you're going to catch us right here on Facebook under social media shows. Hit us a like, comment, and share. And of course, we're on socialmediashows.com. Thank you, man. You enjoying the show, baby?
Yes, I do. I guess you like this honey, huh?
That's some good honey, baby. That's not the honey I want. I want this honey. Oh, yeah, baby. See, bet you can't compete with this, huh?
At one of the most famous firms in the city of New York. So his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience.
back to Musician Loves Honey, and this is Maria the musician, and this is the Honey
This
Kevon.
is the musician person.
And we're talking about nosy,
well, before
like this person.
Well, I'm very nosy. You're the nosy one, but we'll get into that. Before we get into our theme, we want to invite our next guest. This is, please say your name.
Patrice Luciano.
And what do you do, my dear?
I'm a singer-songwriter of country music from Reno, Sparks, Nevada.
There you go. And of course, to her lovely left, please say your name, sir.
Jeff Krajnak from Las Vegas. I'm a drummer and got my own band, Fleeting Shadows, going right now, and a few other things.
Well, all right. Welcome, guys, to the show. Thank you both
so much
for making the time.
Let me do the first question.
Why? You do a whole bunch of stuff.
Of course.
Why?
Because you don't do anything.
I do plenty.
You just sit back in your ass and... Anyways, Patrice, thank you so much for flying from Reno. See, we have guests here.
I know we have guests here.
Really,
nice. Do you see how she is? See how it are? See, and then you're gonna go like this with the glasses, trying to get like the binocular things going. See, that's how you feel about it?
No, I love my eyeglasses.
I do too, because it's very porntastic. I think it's beautiful.
Thank you. Anyway, Patrice.
see, we did work that out loud, didn't we? All right, so go ahead.
So,
what type of music do you play?
I play country music.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Why she did it. I had to give her her shine.
Now we're talking.
I had to give her her shine.
But I play everything too. So I play rock and roll. I play pop. I play R&B sometimes.
Sometimes.
But yes,
She's such a Grinch. Such a Grinch. Right. And what style of music do you play, Jeff?
We play heavy metal.
Play metal?
Metal, new metal.
Like a Bon Jovi kind of style?
What?
No! Heavier than that.
No. And then she wondered why I call her old. That statement says plenty.
Josh!
I'm just saying.
He might be living on a prayer. You don't know.
Maybe it's not your show. It's actually their show today.
Oh, you noticed that finally too, huh? Oh, what a nice surprise. Thank you. Right. So anyway, I will ask, of course, the lady first. What got you going into music? What got you going into what you do?
Well, I actually started singing when I was like 5 years old, and I would do rodeos and national anthems, and actually my second grade music teacher told my mom, don't ever let her stop singing, and so I just kind of did my thing, and then about 7 or 8 years ago, I started working like hardcore in this Irish pub, and I was booking all the music there, and we have this acoustic jam called Acoustic Wonderland.
Okay.
And I started playing there, and they're like, oh my gosh, you sing, you play? I'm like, yeah, well, I just kind of, picked it up again. And then I formed my first band, out of players from an open jam.
Okay.
So yeah, we just play around town. I'm in a band, a country band now, Southern Cut.
Right.
And you just put out your song.
Yeah, and I've been recording. So Dirt Road Studios in Virginia Highlands and kind of close to Virginia City. I've been recording up there, and it's been amazing. I've been writing my own songs, and I actually recorded my first song 2 years ago. I'm a national recorded artist. In 2016, I put that out, and it got great feedback, so I just continued to do what I do.
That's amazing. That's, when you're putting your heart and your hard work into it, it's eventually it's getting big. But anyway, Jeff, so do you have songs or anything that you...
I have several published doings. I'm about to go on tour to fill in for a band with Mushroom Head.
Okay.
So that's going to be, 38 shows in 45 days, something like that.
Awesome.
So it's a legit tour from Michigan, wraps around here, Whiskey Go in LA, and then down to Texas and Arizona.
Yeah, by the way, I just noticed your hat. What is that?
Oh, that's the Vegas Knights.
Who are they? No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Right. So, what got you into the style of music that you've gotten into now?
I would have to say that first Black Sabbath album. When I heard that, I was sold.
Right.
Because we sold our souls for rock and roll. Well, Black Sabbath got me.
Yeah.
Why you never start singing? You're in the military, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
he
you
has
were.
his- yep, he was in
And
the
why you
military.
never start singing country songs instead of rock and roll?
Not rock and roll, metal.
Metal, I meant.
Metal. I listen to country. I really do. I listen to old country though. Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson. But
no, she's not.
And my secret cliche closet one is Lady Gaga. I mean, I love Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong.
But you know,
Right? Nothing wrong with
I'm
liking
from
Gaga.
Pantera.
Do you do hair
The
act?
heavy
You know, the
guys.
hair act too? No, just kidding.
I don't think he's gonna be out like and all glammed out talking about Just Dance. You know, I don't think you'll hear him doing Bad Romance anytime soon.
No.
There's a great rock version of Bad Romance, actually.
Is there really?
Yeah, that Hailstorm does it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a metal version.
Really? Okay.
Oh.
You gotta hook that up.
You know the only thing that was intriguing to me, and a person that I played with put me onto this, was he did Enter Sandman. It was on YouTube, but it was like a R&B, like funk band version of it.
Yes.
And I know the guy, and I was very impressed because he teaches drums, you know, for a living outside of us playing. And I was very impressed with his way of looking at things differently. I never saw that part of him. I was just like, good for you, buddy. What the hell, right? So
How did it get you to start playing?
Just one day I picked up a bass guitar and I started on that. Then I heard Moby Dick from Led Zeppelin and I was like, I'm playing drums. And I've been playing drums ever since. So.
Do you still play bass?
I still play bass. For my current band, Fleeting Shadows, I'm writing most of the material. My concept behind that band is I'm trying to get all combat vets.
Okay.
So we can play veteran gigs plus our own gigs. Fleeting Shadows is supposed to play, I think, January 20th at the Beauty Bar.
Right.
And I just lost a couple members, so now I'm re-gearing up, and I'm looking for veterans to come in.
We've all obviously dealt with that.
Oh yeah,
situation.
when you're in a band, personalities are four different people.
So let's bring that up as a question. As you go on with your music, and you know, and we know musicianship and dealing with musicians are very alphas. A lot of alphas trying to figure out who's going to lead this or give them their space to do it within what your vision is. How do you kind of weed that out, being in charge of your own music, of your own style, moving forward with what you do? And this is a question for both of you, obviously.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. You know, at first when I was, you know, started out in a band, it was very much like a democracy, like everybody chose, but then it's just too hard to do that, and most bands need direction. Right. And so like the second go around after I restructured, because I've restructured a couple times too with different musicians, and the second time around, I just decided, if this is my one and only chance to do what I want to do, then I'm gonna produce it the way I hear it. Right. And I think all the guys in my band understand that, so we're like a family, and so they do the things that they know is going to make us better. Right. And because they know that that's all I want is us to get to that next level. So it's easy when we go, no, you know, let's try this, or let's end it like this. And I take their suggestions because they've all been seasoned musicians and toured and done, you know, so that's how I do it. I just say that this is the way I want it this time, and I'm really pushing for it. And I don't, like, my guys probably don't, you know, they don't talk to me like, you're a diva. What's that? You just tell us. But I actually, like, I think there's a vision and there's a reason that we do the things that we do, and
I love that.
Yeah.
I love the way you say, you know, we are family, because that's what social media shows is all about. Is we are family. Anybody who join us is a family.
Well, it's such a small community too, like the music community, especially in Reno Sparks.
Oh yes.
Everybody knows everybody
it's very
there,
small.
And so everybody, you know, we all feed off of each other. We all need each other to succeed. So I think, you know, having that, you know, being in a band, that's who I'm with when I'm not home with my family. So that's my working family. Yeah, so they get it.
And it grow, you know, the family.
Yeah, they get it. They totally get it.
Now, for Jeff, obviously, because you've had your vision on what you wanted to do, how did you kind of deal with that when people kind of didn't clash or have the same vision you are, rather personality-wise and musically?
Well, you're exactly right. Alpha males. We're all in the room, and you're trying. You got to live on these buses too, by the way. And you're in tight quarters. Sometimes we're in a van. It's just you got to come to a common ground.
Right.
Everyone's got to take their part. I took this project on, and I'm like, all right, you're gonna do your part. I'm gonna do my part. You do your part. Here's the sound I would like to achieve. Right. And once we all dialed in and agreed on a sound, then we move forward to the progression of the song. But the prior bands, when you got everyone in a room and you're going 8 different ways, it's impossible. I mean, you can play the best gigs in the world, but if you don't get along after the show, there's huge problems for you to move forward.
That's true. That's true. I mean, you have to learn to delegate, compromise. Sometimes in your own case, you have to compromise. Say, look, I have to be this person for the sake of the bigger picture. You know, and for some people, can't do that. You know, we've had musicians that was like they just had to have their point of view gone. It's like, dog, that's not going to work. You know. So I would like to ask you guys, what is it like for your creative process? And I'm going to ask Jeff this one first because we all have a different process on how we like to make our music. So what is your process like when you try to build the songs that you do? What do you hear first when you start crafting music?
I start crafting mine with my PTSD, actually. Being a combat vet in Iraq and Afghanistan, once I start getting triggered, music is my outlet. Right. I will sit down, play bass, I'll sit down, play drums, I'll record vocals, just whatever's messing with my head at that point. Right. I seem to feed off that. And a lot of our songs we're writing right now are geared towards, you know, fighting on, because a lot of us vets, you know, we're damaged, but we're not broken. Right. You know, we strive to live every day, we just get stuck in our shells. Well, I'm trying to break out of the shell, and being on that stage is breaking out of your shell, because
that's a big break out of your shell.
When you're looking out at that crowd, I mean.
By the way, I would like to thank you for your service, and I would like to shout out to our, to our people out there. Joseph Skoda is actually Air Force veteran, and to all the veterans out there, we have like veteran association, what do you call that, foundation. Okay. Do you remember that charity organization?
You tell me, honey. I'm sure you put me on it.
No, you know that.
You tell me.
Anyways, yeah. So we actually support all the veterans. That's one of the charity organization that we are connected with social media shows.
Okay. Well, yeah. There you go. What branch were you part of, may I ask?
Navy.
Navy. How long did you serve?
I made it 15 years before I got med boarded out.
I see. Okay. All right. So, wow, that's some deep stuff right there. And for this lovely lady here, when you start to hear stuff, what is your process? How does it start for you?
It's different for me. I kind of used a lot of the experiences in my life, you know, as country music is a story. Yes. And I didn't always have like the cookie cutter life that everybody kind of sees now. I was a single mom, and I went through a tough time. I was poor. Right. And so I just used that to drive me. Well, I was just telling him I was a veteran too. So
what did you serve?
I was in the Air Force, and I was medical in the Air Force.
Thank you for your service as well.
Yeah.
Wow, we got. Hey Joe, look at this. We have veterans here.
You know what? That's actually like joining the military and then coming back home is what.
It's a jarring situation, right?
Actually, it helped me because I was so broken, and then I was able to come home and do the things I did, and so I just used my life experiences of being by myself with my kids, and trials and tribulations, and breakups, of course, because that's the best country music is the breakups or the love story.
It's like I'm a Kia's car,
right? Yeah, I mean Carrie Underwood really helped me through all this.
I'm sure she did.
No, so I kind of just. But it's also different for me because I don't just hear lyrics. I always write music first. which is like opposite of what most people do. So I write all my music and then I go, okay, now what do I want to talk about?
That's weird, because like for me, I hear the music, but I'm one of the many musicians that don't, know charts and notations and things like that.
No, I think you actually look at other people's experience and then you write them.
No, actually,
They're
I don't.
micro movies.
No, actually, I don't. No, actually, I don't do that at all.
Yeah, you wrote a music that I didn't so far.
No, I wrote a song. And the song that she's referring to, which fits her perfectly, by the way.
No.
Right. Yes,
no,
it does. Yes,
it's the
it does.
opposite of me.
Oh, it's definitely au contraire, mon frère. All right, au contraire, mon frère. But this is the thing. What I was thinking about the song, my brother actually was his beat that he gave to me. And what I say is, usually music will paint the picture for me. It'll usually make me feel, okay, what is it trying to say? What emotion does it come out of me? And based off of that, that's where I start. Musically, when I hear music in my head, it's very strange because I have to actually record it and then actually, get the chord structure to that to start to formulate where I want to go. Right. And then from there, write out what that feeling was coming emanating out of me.
It's different for me because I play guitar too, so like, I don't know, I call it noodling, so I kind of just play around with different chords and then I figure it out and then I hear the music in my head and then I'm like, oh no, the drums should sound like this or, and I do that with my guys too. Like, hey, I want like 3 hits at the end or it's however I hear it,
Right.
So
I try to be very collaborative. Oh yeah, I know what she's saying. I try to be very collaborative just because like you said, with the other musicians and stuff you want to work with, they have other ideas and you want to make sure that's a collaboration. That's a very big option in the studio because your idea is structure, is a foundation. Yeah. It's not what it's going to necessarily sound like when it's all said and done. But yes, she let me know we need to take a break. So
no, before I say that,
go ahead.
You're gonna hear her play on the fourth segment. By the way,
so we're gonna hear her song. And we're gonna have a little fun afterwards, if you'd be so kind. And you are, of course, involved in this if you like to be, because we love to have everyone come out and jam out with us. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. And
before we go on that, I just want to touch a little bit about being nosy before we go.
That's easy. That's you.
No, you are the nosy
one. I'm
not
the nosy one because I'm busy doing my stuff. I don't have got time to be
this is
checking out people. I mean, I'm nosy with bikini pics on Instagram. I'm nosy about that, but who isn't?
But you see, we were actually debating about what is the difference of nosy and curiosity. I think what I think about this is for you to be curious, you have to be nosy.
You're saying it's the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. But
then
sometimes, it is the same thing because
I don't agree. All right, well, since we made it a panel question, let's take it to the panel, right? Let the panel decide, dun, 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 right? So,
well, I mean, my mom's always told me to mind my own business, so.
But that's nosy.
That is nosy.
Right now,
it's when you don't have to be so involved with something that really doesn't involve you. That's being nosy. When you're curious, I think that's when people allow you to. They let you in so that you can be curious, but when it really doesn't involve you, you're out.
I mean, because curiosity is more you inquire a little bit and then you kind of let it sit.
Everyone's nosy.
You know,
I don't know. I mean, I'll put it this way.
Come on.
No, I say
just
like
admit it, honey.
No.
Just admit
why would I admit that? Okay. Why would I admit that? No. What do you think, Jeff?
I keep to myself and I mind my own damn business. And, to each of their
So he's saying that I'm neither curious nor nosy. Now, for the male perspective, if a man wanted to be curious in question, very lightly is okay. If he tried to be nosy, that would be like a charge.
Well, why don't you give us an example?
Well, easy. Easy. I mean, right. For instance,
I'm curious.
There you go. Bang. She's right in the car. She's right in the car, Jack. So this is the deal. We go, okay, guy says, let me ask a question. Very humbly, very simply, spark a conversation. Cool, right? Keeps it very breezy, keeps it very organic. but then it switches and he tries to get maybe a little more information, right? And everyone's different, so sometimes you ask a question and someone's like, you know what, I don't want to answer that. Why are you asking me so many questions? Blah, 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 blah. That's when it turns into the nosy part, even if you didn't intend on it being that way. You dig what I'm saying? Conversely, let's go for the female part, right? And social media is great for this, right? So, you know, guy's doing his thing, and she's like, oh, I got some time, what's he doing? So he goes through the timeline, starts liking about 10 things, goes to the Instagram, likes like a 10 thing, start commenting on stuff, getting a little personal. You're just like, what's going on with this girl right here, right? Trying to get all up in my beeswax, right? Now, that's what I mean about
keep on
that.
following you is Nosey?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, good.
That's right.
But isn't the follow button there for them to follow you?
Right. Well, listen, as far as fans are concerned, and we all agree on this, obviously, as far as fans, that is great because we want
them to be
We
nosy.
want them to be nosy. We want at least to be curious about where we're going to be at next,
Yeah.
at very least. But we also have to keep an eye on the ones that take it a little too far.
Well, then you need to censor your content. If you don't want people to be nosy, then you need to censor
anything.
And you know what? That's the hard.
I don't
That's the
censor
hard part.
much.
That is the hard part about social media is everybody puts everything on there, even like their dirtiest of dirty laundry.
Yeah, but
Yes.
we've all have. Obviously, we all put ourselves out on social media in one form or another. But there's always a piece of ourselves that we keep to ourselves.
You keep your drama for your mama.
There you
Yes,
go.
I love that.
Right?
I
There you
love
go.
it.
Right.
But anyways, we are running out on the third segment.
Oh, really? You noticed that too?
Oh, you know what? Shut the fuck up.
There you go. I like when she does that on camera, Jack. I love when she does that on camera. I love that stuff. All right. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to have some more with these lovely guests right here. This is Musician Loves Honey. This is Maria and Kevon Tyree.
I am the musician and this is the honey.
She
and
is
I'll see you guys on the
delusional. She's
fourth segment.
delusional.
Social media shows
is about
branding opportunity.
loves honey, and like what I keep on telling and saying it, I'm not gonna stop saying this. I am the musicians and the honey. You know what funny is, Kevon?
What's that?
I was kind of thinking to actually reward you the title already, but you know what? I changed my mind.
I'm not worried about that. You know why? Because every opportunity I've given you to show off your talent, you have... You crashed your own battleship. But anyway, we can get into this as we usually do. Right now, we want to divert our attentions besides ourselves, because God knows we're conceited enough.
Can you move a little bit?
Sure, I can do that. Oh, you trying to get close to me, girl?
No.
You trying to give me some of that spam?
No, you'll never ever have a spam.
Damn, why'd you feel easy? Oh, yes. Anyway, let's go to...
Because you know what? You don't deserve it.
Well, you know what? Let me sizzle it, and then you can see that for yourself about that.
Sizzle your ass.
Oh, zing! I like that. I like that. Anyway, let's get to our guest, and sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, now please tell the world your name, please.
Well, I'm James Presley. A lot of folks call me Jim.
Jim.
But so I get called lots of things by my wife. And, that's how that goes. And
I'm sure that this is very familiar. Then I'm sure this is very familiar.
Yeah, I'm a local musician here. Been in the music business all my life. I spent my first 20 years in Houston, and then I started touring for 20 years, and I've been here ever since, working with bands full times, working with shows full times. I think the reason you guys have me here today is about a project that I've been working on for a few years. But like yourself, work is work, right? You work with lots of people.
That is correct.
You work hard, and it turns into work.
Right.
The way I keep myself in an upbeat mood and I keep myself positive is I always have a fun project. Each year I have a project that is really not work because I'm already working. That keeps the fun in it. So this particular project is my fun project.
And let's take a look at what he's talking about.
If I could say just one thing, I'd only say it in my dreams. Where skies are blue and mermaids sing. On an island far away, great adventure every day, and I
There you go, James.
Yeah.
I made that for you.
There you go.
I tried to make something. So you go ahead and continue what you're saying about this project.
This particular project is it's a version of Peter Pan, and like I said, I like to do fun projects. And I have a cultural following of several thousand people in the Disney community. They actually call it Disneyana, and this D23 is popular. We have the Disneyana fan club, which has branches all over the United States and in the UK, different places. And I came up with a particular model of making limited edition music. And people were not familiar with it at first. This was 10 years ago. I had my first release. It did well. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to reach a children's market and branch out from the regular Disneyana following. So my idea was I was going to create an episodic, almost a radio type version of Peter Pan. It would be 20-minute versions, and people could purchase them online for $1 or whatever, and they could have bedtime stories of Peter Pan. It would come back, pick these people up, and continue. So I do work as I'm an indie artist, but I license everything that is from Disney through Disney with Disney Publishing. So I have a good business relationship, working relationship with them. And I said, this is what I want to do. And they came back and they said, no, corporate doesn't want you to do that. And I said, why? And they said, well, we have something similar. So which is fine. I mean, you're dealing with a big business. Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they no. It's all good. That's just the way business works. And I didn't want to step on any toes. So I called the company that licenses Peter Pan. Now that is the Great Ormond Street Hospital, the corporate division out of London. In 1929, the writer Peter Pan, James M. Barrie, bequeathed the copyright to that company. So if you decide that you want to run the play, which he did at Peter Pan or something like that, you have to go through them. That's who you pay for royalties. And they said, Jim, they said, you know, Disney has to go through us. They said, do you do original music? I said, sure. And he said, well, do your own version. Do all original music. Take the public domain writings, which belongs to the public. Do a brand new script and make something that we think would be good to license for high schools and youth theaters, because they need more versions of Pan to license. So that's how it became. It started out then as a team of people that have worked. We have one, the supervisor in charge of the animation has already been with a hit series called Phineas and Ferb with Disney. So we've got great people on board. That's the animated feature. Well, we are also doing the live stage musical. And we have December 13th, 2019. That's December 13th. This coming year, this year, at the end of the year, that will be the world premiere, and it will be at the Summerlin Theater, the Performing Arts Center. Now, this is it's
right in your area.
It's just a 281 or 283 seat theater, so doesn't seat a lot of people.
Reserve your seat now.
There you go.
Yeah, but it is a full size play with a giant ceiling. They perform Broadway musicals. They had the Nutcracker. So in this version, we can fly in Neverland. We have the giant sets for the nursery, and we are working on raising funds right now. And so far, we've been successful. Our funds have paid for the theater. It's completely paid for. Our next big fundraiser is Flying by Foy, and this is the company that flies Peter Pan. Back in the 50s, when Mary Martin flew, this is the company that flew Mary Martin. Just a year or two ago, whenever it was, Kathy Rigby flew for the live television show. That's the company that flies her. If you go see a Broadway version, this is the company that flies her. They're all around the world. And it's here because they are based out of here. Here in New York is their main two places. I'm able to get a great price. I tell you that price. I'm getting them for $3,000, which is unbelievable. Most people pay $5,000 to $10,000 because
I have a question for you, James. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
I know that you've been working on this project since when? I believe last year or the other year?
Oh, I've been working longer than that. I've been actually on this. I checked for my email when I first emailed Great Ormond Street Hospital. It's been just under 4 years. And what I did to learn this for about 3 years or so, or a little over 2 years, when I was touring, at the end of the night to wind down, I would read the books. I'd gather as much history as I could. I got real familiar. I wanted to, anytime you're a musician, you don't want to do cover songs, right? I don't want to just do a cover. I want to bring something new to the table. So
you want to be uniquely yourself, even if you're doing someone else's song.
Here is the uniqueness about this. There was a chapter in a book called The Little White Bird by James M. Barrie. It was called Peter Pan, and it was out there. It was like crazy. It said all children come from here, and they go through Kensington Gardens. They turn into birds. They become park birds. They go to families' home. They tell how he got to Neverland. They tell how he met Tinkerbell. All these things. Well, what happened? This was in the late 1800s, just after the turn of the century, and England at that particular time was in. It was like they were all in mourning. It was Queen Victoria. Her husband had passed away, been gone for years and several years, and she was in mourning. So if the Queen is in mourning, everybody is in mourning. Well, they didn't have CDs. They didn't have records. They go see live theaters. They go see shows. So just after that turn of the century, someone came out with a play, the musical, The Wizard of Oz, and it was a smash hit. And James M. Barrie goes, I can do that. He had written a book called Peter Pan in The Little White Bird. So he rewrote this, turned it into Peter Pan, the boy who would never grow up. It became a smash hit. I'm not sure the exact date. I think it was around 1907, something like that it came out. And then, but what I did to make ours different, you know, you only have X amount of time to put together a production. So he didn't use everything. He didn't tell where kids come from. He didn't tell how he met Tinkerbell. We reach back, and not only do we tell that, but one of the stars in our show, her name is Margaret Carey, and Margaret, coincidentally, will be 90 years old next year, and it will also be the 90-year mark that James and Barry bequeathed the copyright to the Great Ormond Street Hospital. She was born in 1929. He bequeathed those rights in 1929. She will be here. She will be here. She will be in the show. She'll be telling the story. She is in the animated feature, and she was like I said, she was the 1953 Tinkerbell for Disney's Peter Pan. So this is a very, very big thing that's happened, and it's just everyone is donating their time. I'm not making money off this. Anything over and beyond goes to the Great Ormond Street.
This is the thing, obviously, of your passion. This is love.
It is.
You already kind of stated that all the things that you're doing
and all the
kind of
musicians
offsets this thing here
musicians,
to really make that go and give something to the community.
Artists and musicians. There's so many local musicians and people. Like Roxy Darr is very, very popular on the West Coast. She sings a lot of the home games, national anthems for the Dodgers. We have her. She has a huge following. It's an organic following that's making this thing popular. All these individual people. We have Las Vegas artists. They're doing the same thing. So the soundtrack's been done for a year and a half. And in the spring, sometime in the spring, I will actually release a soundtrack, and that will be a fundraiser also. And Roxy Darr will have some of these songs on her EP. But the fundraiser will be the soundtrack for the movie, and that'll be coming out. But Roxy is very popular, and we've got Margaret, who's very popular. We've got age appropriate. These are kids that will be playing the characters.
What is that?
That is my phone.
But anyways, James,
unfortunately.
I see that you sent me this Brett Cohen's video. So let's go and take a look.
Absolutely.
Yes. Let me get these damn commercials. Let me get these commercials in my phone.
Commercials?
Yes, I need commercials in my phone.
What is that, shucks? Hold on. Let me hold on. I think I am. Is this the one? Yes, this is the one. Wait, it's not playing.
I don't know.
Okay.
Now this is, if you find it, this is actually from the storyboard.
Oh. Okay.
This is not the complete copy, but we lost Brett to cancer a few weeks ago, and he was 36 years old.
Oh my goodness.
James Presley, can you look on that?
Very popular musician here.
James Presley. Oh no, it's not. It's Robert Cohen.
Got it. I
It's
see.
right
It's
there?
right. Nope. Next one down.
There you go.
Yes.
So here you go.
Damn. He's a lefty fighter now. Haha. If we meet Hook in open fight, you must leave him to me.
You cut off his hand?
Yes, and it was eaten by a giant crocodile. And his friend Smee would have been eaten too, but the croc accidentally swallowed a clock. Haha. Now every time the croc comes near, you hear that tick tock, tick tock.
There you go.
There you
yeah,
go.
So come on, talk about Brett.
Well, that was the storyboard. Now Brett wrote that song. He wrote the song for the crocodile, and what you saw there, you can see the full thing. That particular song on YouTube. That is the animated storyboard. There's things that people just looking at they don't realize. The way they do a lot of the animated features now, not all, but a lot of them, they use what they call puppet rigs. If you watch Phineas and Ferb, that's how that's done. That's how this is done. You see like an animation of an alligator and a stick figure. Basically, there's mechanics in there, and they take the finished characters and they disassemble them, they pop them onto those characters, they put in the background, they put in the foregrounds, and boom, the thing becomes a full-blown animated.
It's amazing. You are a big fan of movies, so
I am a big fan of movies.
So what do you think about everything?
I find it very interesting because obviously with a lot of stuff, as things get repeated and retreaded and rebrought back from modern stuff, what for this production of Peter Pan, what is it that you want to give out to the masses? Obviously, this is a passion project for you.
Yeah.
But what do you feel that this will give in today's world?
Yeah, what it's going to give in today's world, specifically, because this story has been told over and over and over.
Yes.
We are bringing something a little bit different to the table, and we got a surprise, which will be coming up in the live version with an additional song. But, I'll go ahead and announce that in a minute. But what I'm bringing to the masses is the Great Ormond Street Hospital Corporate Division said they would like another version of Pan for high schools and youth theaters. They need more versions of Pan. Now these have to be high quality. This has to be something they go, yes, this is what we're looking for. It has to be authentic. Even though we're bringing something new, we're not making it up. It's coming from early writings. But it's very, very brief. So everything that they see And by the way, in the animated feature, there are a few things in the live version you won't see in the animated feature because it's meant to be episodic. But there's things that you might think is missing in the animated feature will pop up in other episodes, but they're going to be in.
That brings up an actually interesting point because obviously you have to base it on the books.
Yes.
So they're not giving you, as far as the script writers, they're not giving you much room to really extrapolate anything from there outside of what the books were that kind of begot the Pan movie that we all know and love.
Well, I can do what I want to because it's public domain, but I'm purposely staying with the book. But the difference that's here is even though I'm taking some of these familiar stories, I'm going to sections of the book that James and Barry and other people have not put in plays yet.
Right.
So you will see the things that are familiar, and you're going to see some things that are not in there. However, they are in the book.
Right.
So you're really seeing Pan. So it's a really nice, interesting thing. And the play is short.
Okay.
It's only 35 minutes long, the live version.
So that goes to another thing. This is an episodic situation. How often will these runs go? Because if they're episodic, that would say that there's going to be an episode 2 and episode 3.
Absolutely.
Episode 4.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. This
Right.
is the pilot, officially the pilot.
Okay.
So
I
I'm
think
generating.
I will have a chance to be a voiceover and the next pilot. So.
No, you never know.
You know what?
You
We'll
never
definitely
know.
have to, if we get her in there, we're going to have to get her a phonics.
Don't be a hater.
I'm
Becoming
not a hater.
So hater.
I am not a hater. I just want to make sure when you do
a hater,
No,
ladies and gentlemen.
Now, listen. I'm going to say this to ladies, gentlemen, and the hermaphrodites because I haven't talked about y'all.
See,
Right. And that's my point number 2. I want to be sure that when you do it, that you can do it in the proper way.
I did actually audition on the last interview with James.
Okay.
We actually have James on Maria and Joe Live TV a year ago, I guess.
Yes,
and we got some of the people who was behind
Right.
a voiceover of the Peter Pan.
Yes,
It's
right.
coming on December 13th. Go ahead and tell them one more time.
Let me tell you about this and how you can get tickets because, like I say, there are only 200, I think it's actually 283 seats, and we have already sold just under 100, so there's
you're going all
not
right.
that many left.
Yeah.
You're doing
And
all
then
right.
100,
102, yeah.
Well,
because obviously we have to have some stuff so we can go,
You
do
can-
a footage of the spot.
There's different ways you can get this. The easy way, we're watching Facebook right now. You can go on Facebook, James Presley, and you'll see all kind of links. My website is jamespresleymusic.com. You can also find that on Facebook. Just go to the menu and look for everything about Peter Pan. Now, right now we are selling character model sheets. Let me see if I don't think I brought one in. The character model sheets are really nice. They're 8x10 prints, and it has models of the characters in various poses, and it has the voiceover artists down here. Picture them. They're signed and numbered. There are 7 in the complete edition set. They're hand signed by those artists, and there's also an 8x10 print certificate of authenticity that goes with it. So they're going to be memorabilia because there's 25 in each edition and 7 in the series. I might have mixed that up. That's it. So you've got 7 to pick from. Some people have gotten all 7. I've had a few of them that are collectors that have gotten them. I had one company that bought 2 of each.
That's great.
And what happens with this, it's $40 if you purchase it, and it's like 2 8x10s. But here's what's cool, and this is what helped us pay for the theater. And there's still some left. The shipping is free, and you get these, and you get a ticket. The tickets sell for $30.
Right.
So this gives us early money to fund the project. It did pay for the theater, and our next fundraiser coming up is T-shirts. It'll have the world premiere and the title, and the cast members will have their shirts. It also gives us the funding to get this going. We did have to pay a small fee for use of the trademark Neverland overseas.
Of course.
It took care of that. So it's paid. These fundraisers have paid the bills. This is paid for itself, and really out of the generosity of each musician that has come on board and contributed and continues to contribute to this. And the music's going to be around forever because when they license this, they will have the soundtracks where they can sing along with the soundtrack. If the kids can't sing the songs, then they can put the lead vocal in there and they can sing along with it. So it's really set up to be licensed, for these youth theaters and high schools and things like this. But this very special performance, knock on wood, I'm very positive. I think it's going to happen, but we're working to raise the money for Flying by Foy. So these characters will be up in the air. They'll be flying. Everything will be happening.
Well, you know what? This is going to be on December 13th, so reserve your seat now. We have only a few seats left
We
for
got
this.
them. Come on in. And plus, you got all year to go ahead and set this up. So
And the tickets will actually not go on sale until early next week. That's because
next week.
People that purchase these editions, they had to wait until I got them printed.
Okay.
And here's the neat thing too, when you get these advanced tickets, they're done like boarding passes, but they look like collectors. I don't have my bag in here, but I have one. But it says a boarding
We'll get that posted on our Facebook.
All right.
So,
It says a boarding pass. Well, that stands for advance. And what happens when you go in there, you also, because you purchased in the A boarding group an advance pass and you helped us get this happening, your name will go on to the credits of the movie as helping Peter Pan fly in Las Vegas.
So is Musician Loves Honey is going to be on the credits?
Yeah, if you buy some tickets.
Right, so he ain't falling for the okie doke. She's always trying to say he ain't falling for the okie doke. You saw that, right?
Wait, this
he
is
Musician
Loves Money. Is that the name of the show? Musician Loves Money.
Hey, who don't love money? Who don't love it, man?
There you go.
But anyways, guys, we are on the end of our segment.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Presley,
Thank you for having
coming
me.
back.
Thank you.
And also, Mr. Presley does a lot of songs in town and have a band
Well, I'm not running my band. I'm full time with Brett Rigby now. We are playing all over. Just go to look up Brett Rigby online on Facebook, whatever. And I'm still doing a lot of shows. I'm in Sacramento this week, and then I'm in
he's
Havasu.
a busy man.
Yeah, but Brett is just phenomenal. I've never worked with a country band as good as
I love
this
country music.
band.
I know. We had that thing here.
Yeah.
See,
I love country
it hurts
music.
my heart a little bit. Not that I don't like country.
Whatever.
Not that I don't like country.
Come
It's
on.
just country music and R&B music have the same themes, but country
it
music
hurts
seems to.
Oh my God! Did I touch your heart for that?
I wish you would.
Oh, shush. Anyways, guys, we okay. Now we're gonna be back on the third and fourth segment. This is the thing. On the third segment, we have this musician. We find this, and we are still looking for a lot of musicians and artists to give you guys shine on our show. And email me for VIP invites at maria@socialmediashows.com.
That's right. So with that said, y'all, thank you, our esteemed guests, for having us, for enjoying us and taking your time and energy. And of course, thank you for your service. Because you know what? These are the people that's going to help us doing what we're doing. Doesn't matter what your political affiliation is, what you like or dislike. You always have to give love to the veterans because they are putting their time and their lives on the service for you and their families as well. So with that said, we are out of here, y'all. Thank you for your time. God bless. We'll see you next week.